John Cobell, Ken Champo. It's Kfi Am 640 live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
All right, again, the exciting news this afternoon is that it looks like signature gatherers to remove Mike Bonin from his LA City Council position have enough signatures to effect a recall. We will talk to one of the organizers today at 5:05. The next step, of course, is to certify and then make it so that there'll be a recall vote.
But they're way over their target. They need 27,000 plus ballot signatures. They have submitted more than 39,000.
Looks good.
Yeah.
Drag out the Bonin recall desk. And this has happened before, but I don't think they got to this point the last time they tried to collect signatures to recall Bonin. I don't think they got enough.
They get enough certified, it goes to the ballot, and this number of signatures is more than Bonin ever got in any of the elections.
Mm-hmm.
So if these people show up and vote, he's got history. In the
All
building.
right, now we move to the bugle blower. That's what he called himself. Former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo, and of course he recently resigned in disgrace over his sexual harassment of a number of females in his office and other places in Albany, New York. The reason it's in the news today is because they've released the transcripts of their investigation into the sexual harassment allegations. And as you might expect, because he is a pompoon, he would be another pompoon.
Yes, he's another pump.
He's pompous and a buffoon.
Yes. And he doesn't know it because he's full of his own ego and arrogance.
Yeah, he's combative in a lot of these when he was being questioned about the alleged act. Questioned about physical contact with staff members, Mr. Cuomo suggested that any time he touched women who worked for him, it was incidental, if it happened at all. He said there might have been an occasion when a staff member kissed him on the lips. You notice that? The staff member kissed him.
Right, because they couldn't resist.
He said, I don't think I kissed anybody on the lips, but I don't want to deny that outright.
Well, that's why Newsom has got those lip injections.
An unnamed female state trooper who was assigned to Cuomo's protective detail when he was governor told investigators that members of the detail were advised to always have an answer, don't tell him no, and whatever he wants, make it happen. He described times when Cuomo flirted with her in ways that struck her as just plain creepy.
It looks like this is just the way he acted all day, every day. I like the trooper. He went after this trooper that Cuomo ran a finger down her spine while she stood in front of him. That's an unusual move. Oh, she's standing in front of an elevator and he was behind her. The whole finger down the whole spine. Yeah, much more flirtatious. He wants a response here.
It says here he portrayed himself as an over-engaged manager, the kind of boss who expresses concern about the well-being of his employees, both male and female, as well as their romantic lives and their health. Remember he was questioning one woman about her sex life?
Yeah.
He acknowledged he often kissed and hugged staffers, but if there was any inappropriate touching, it would have been just incidental. He would never have done this on purpose or to upset anybody.
Trooper also said that what he would do is what the hell? I lost it. Oh yeah. He ran his hand on her stomach, and then the hand went over to her hip. And she said, I felt completely violated because to me that's right between my chest and my private. Which, if he was a little bit north or a little bit south, it's not good. I felt compartmentalized. It happened, I felt uncomfortable, I felt completely violated. But I'm here to do a job.
As for the woman whose main allegation, this is Camiso, Brittany Camiso. If she's the woman accused Cuomo of groping her, actually reaching inside her blouse and grabbing her breast. His response? That never happened. At one point, there has to be a little reality. To touch a woman's breast who I hardly know, in the mansion with 10 staff around with my family in the mansion to say, I don't care who sees us, that didn't happen.
He's making a case for why it would be outrageous, which is different than making a case that it didn't happen.
Well, that never happened.
But the thing is, what they're doing is like, who would do that? That would be crazy. You think I'd touch a woman's breast? I mean, in the mansion, in front of 10 other people.
Well, that's what makes it more exciting.
Right, but but they try to discredit the idea that he knows what he did. He knows if he grabbed her breast. So what he's doing is he's dramatizing the environment around him to try to convince you he would never do that.
Now, a woman who used to be an aide to Cuomo is writing a book called Penis Politics. Karen Hinton is her name. An advance copy of the book was obtained by the New York Post. Hinton, who has previously accused and aroused Cuomo of inappropriately hugging her in a hotel room, said that he had no problem joking about AIDS when laughing over the infamous cigar sex incident between Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky from 1998. He said Clinton had once given the cigar-chomping Cuomo a box of illegal expensive Cuban cigars, along with a note that said, "Don't ask, don't tell." It was a joke about the days of the military policy, but apparently he laughed about it in front of her when news of the president's cigar sex surfaced. Waving around one of the cigars, Cuomo said, "At least you can't catch AIDS that way." There was an uncomfortable silence from staff.
Yeah, because he was jealous of what Clinton was doing and what JFK used to get away with.
Right.
You know, even then, the conditions had changed, and he had to control himself to some extent. I mean, Kennedy was taking teenage girls into the broom closet at the White House, and Clinton, was doing his humidor routine.
Apparently, Cuomo, I didn't know this. He was summoned to the White House to help Bill Clinton deal with this back in the late 80s.
Yeah, because he's in this Clinton cabinet.
Oh,
He was Secretary of Housing and Urban Development.
After the meeting, Cuomo told then Energy Secretary Bill Richardson, "I think you can probably defend oral sex, but I have to draw the line at presidential anal sex," I guess is what he said. Although he did something more loose.
Something more lewd. Something more lewd than anal sex.
Right. And then he made jokes about the Kennedys. Right.
Well, I can't read this one, huh?
Two Kennedy brothers allegedly had sex with the same woman.
Yeah.
Is that the Marilyn Monroe, or is that a
a lot of candidates.
Yeah.
But this is really explicit. Because he was describing the sex acts that the Kennedys would have with the same woman. That
right?
she'd go from one Kennedy house to the other to get it twice in one day.
Wow.
Yeah.
He actually took a puff of cigar and said, "You know, when you have that kind of sex with a woman, you own her soul."
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that is true.
I like this. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. adamantly denied the story. That's not true. I never heard of such a thing. I don't know Karen Hinton, and I don't think Andrew would ever tell a story like that. And vaccines don't work. The rest of the story.
I was going to say, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has a lot of credibility.
You want him as your character witness, right?
All right, the Penis Politics, a memoir of women, men, and power. We got more coming up.
Johnny, what are you shaking your head at? This is what guys are.
This is what guys are.
Disgusted.
I know. Well, you should be. Deborah Marquez News.
LA City Council is taking steps to prepare for more intense heat waves in the future, including the possible creation of a chief heat officer. UC Davis researchers say many household sounds like your microwave, beeping, car alarms, and even a crying kid can stress out your dog. Paul Rudd has been named People Magazine's Sexiest Man Alive for 2021. He says he expects his friends will give him grief for it. Rudd is a busy guy. He's in the upcoming Ghostbusters sequel and is working on the third Ant-Man movie. 7 on the 405, and we will check in with the KFI in the Sky next.
Hey, Conway here. I've had many pleasant surprises throughout my career and my personal life, and my experience with Advanced Hair Restoration is one of my favorites. I received their advanced FUE treatment 2 years ago, and I'm surprised and relieved that my own natural hair has literally replaced my bald spot. Advanced Hair addresses hair loss for men and women across all ages, and I know that they can help you too. Advanced Hair does it with an easy, virtually pain-free, one-day treatment. It's amazing that such a simple solution can address balding that progressed for years, or in my case, decades. Don't wait any longer. Advanced Care's exceptional standard of care exceeds the CDC guidelines, so there's never been a better time to address your needs. For your free consultation, call 844-333-HAIR, and you're going to receive special financing, 250 free hair grafts, and $250 off. One-day treatment, life-changing results. Your new hair is guaranteed to grow. 844-333-HAIR, or see the before and after photos at advancedhair.com.
Bags under your eyes? That's junk sleep. And Mattress Firm can help. Stop the Black Friday sale and save up to $500 on top-rated brands you'll love, like Sleepy's. Plus, get the mattress of your dreams with a free adjustable base with qualifying purchase. Southland weather from KFI. Sunny, warmer, and windy tomorrow. Highs mid-80s to low 90s. This report brought to you by Mattress Firm. We have a crash on the 405 in Fountain Valley.
It's northbound just before Euclid Street. That crash blocks the left lane. You're stopped from the 55, Coastal Mesa Freeway, and overall slow and stretches from the 133. KFI in the sky, sponsored by injury attorney superwomansuperlawyer.com. What's going on in Santa Monica, Mike O'Brien?
Very tough drive here, Dave, on the 10. Santa Monica Freeway eastbound. You're loading up there just about Cloverfield. From there to downtown Los Angeles is quite the challenge. Now, it looks like the North 405 real heavy today. That loads up in Culver City just from 50 for the 10. That remains slow through Sepulveda Pass, most of the way up to Roscoe in the valley before it loosens up. Southbound side of the 405, you're headed to LAX. You'll be on the brakes there from just about Wilshire Boulevard down to La Sierra. Looks like the southbound side of the 101 into downtown. A little problem just turning around Glendale Boulevard. Still pretty sour from Gower. Injured in an accident, visit superwomansuperlawyer.com. Mike O'Brien, KFI in the sky. KFI in the sky helps get you there faster. I'm Dave Joseph.
This report is sponsored by AIS Insurance.
Abraham, it looks like you called AIS and saved a ton of money on your car insurance.
I paid $800 for my gym, and yet, son.
Sign me up and done at AISinsurance.com.
1-800-647-4-AIS.
Attention savvy investors. Looking for predictable monthly cash flow? Want to reduce uncertainty? Hedge inflation and stock market risk with double-digit targeted returns? If you want the safety and security of a real estate investment, but without the hassles of being a landlord, you've probably heard of NRIA. NRIA is an industry-leading real estate development firm in its 15th year, developing strategically located, lower-risk, high-demand neighborhoods based on supply-demand imbalance. They're a great fit for safety-oriented investors who want cash flow and diversification into carefully chosen real estate. Learn more about the NRIA Real Estate Development Fund at nria.net or call 800-800-1414. That's 800-800-1414.
An offer of securities is only made by the NRIA private placement memorandum. Read it first. Past performance does not guarantee future results. NRIA is a real estate development firm. Learn more at nria.net.
If you thought you missed the lowest mortgage rates in history, you're in luck, because they're back. Mortgage rates are near historic lows again. So if you have a mortgage, refinance it and forget it. You'll never have to worry about refinancing again. Network Capital Funding is offering a low 15-year fixed rate at 1.75% with a 1.94 APR. Incredible! Network Capital has built a reputation for saving people time and money with our unique process that's fast, simple, and secure. Our 15-year fixed rate is 1.75% with a 1.94 APR. Now, second chances don't come often, and you may never see these rates again. So, refinance it and forget it. That's a 15-year fix at 1.75%. Yes, 1.75% with a 1.94 APR. Call the experts at Network Capital now. Call 800-500-1-HIT. 800-500-1-HIT. As in home run. Call now and save big on your refi. 800-500-1-HIT. 800-500-1448. NYID 11712. Not licensed in all states. Visit NMLSConsumerAccess.org. Licensed by the California Department of Financial Protection and Innovation. And Financing Law. Number 603-787. And equal opportunity lender. Rate subject to change and may not be available on rate law. Discount point may apply. Subject to approval. 800-500-1448 for additional cost information.
Don't wait. Get ready for the holidays now. During Court Furniture Outlet's annual Black Friday event, where every visit buys sale at the lowest prices of the year. At Court Furniture Outlet, you'll find everything you need to brighten up your home or make your workplace more comfortable. And the best part is that it's all in stock and ready for immediate delivery. So no waiting. Now, during Court Furniture Outlet's Black Friday event, you'll save on a huge selection of new upholstery in several styles and colors, including sectionals and sleepers, dining sets, bedroom sets, and mattresses, plus great deals on office furniture. Comfortable neck-back office chairs, originally $249, now only $50. $59. Rugs for $50. Accent pillows $5. And all artwork 50% off. Come in today and discover why Court Furniture Outlet has been the secret destination of designers, home stagers, and business professionals for over 40 years. With locations in Glendale and Central, in Corona at the 91 and McKinley, and now Fountain Valley at Euclid and the 405. Check them out on Yelp or go to CourtFurnitureOutlet.com. That's CORT FurnitureOutlet.com.
By now, you've heard the news. Boosters for Pfizer, Moderna, and Johnson & Johnson vaccines are available. They help keep your immunity strong and help keep you and others protected against COVID-19 and its variants. Visit myturn.ca.gov to find out if you're eligible and to find a booster near you. Let's keep each other safer and healthier this winter. Get your booster. And don't forget to get your flu shot, too. Brought to you by the California Department of Public Health.
I want you to know what happened overnight. I want you to know the news of the day, but I also want you not to be ambushed. I want you to get up gently, have a cup of coffee, and let me tell you what's going on.
Wake up call, mornings at 5 on KFI.
AM 640 live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Great news. We're going to get into detail about it in right after 5 o'clock thing with Deborah. Mike Bonin, recall. Looks like it's going to be on the ballot. Organizers have said they have 39,000 plus signatures. They needed 27,000 plus. The signatures have to be certified by the city, but the city has acknowledged receiving 39,000 from the recall supporters. So
Exciting news.
it is exciting news, and
He's going to sweat. So we got to probably wait till like next June to vote.
I know, but
June.
that's all right. He can sweat and be embarrassed every single day. When they extend the torture. Yeah, it could be May when the recall election happens, and then the regular election is in June. So, they haven't recalled an LA politician in 75 years.
So that would be the primary, right? Because they
Primary, yeah.
They moved the actual elections to November.
Yeah.
That's why these guys got an extra year. They lined it up with regular elections. Remember, it used to be like July of odd years, 2013, 2017, 2021.
Yeah.
That's why Garcetti got an extra year as mayor this second term.
Yeah, and he's going to accomplish a lot in that extra year. The last time Bonin got elected, he only had 31,865 votes.
Oh, how about that? That's more than that.
He had 39,000 to recall.
That's a good indicator.
Last time a recall campaign qualified in LA was 1984. Last time it was successful is 1946. In 84, there was a councilman named Art Snyder. He defeated the recall, but then 5 months later quit.
Great.
So, this is good. This will be history.
We'll be talking to one of the recall organizers right after news at 5 o'clock. We backed up the show about 8 minutes. Did Deborah Mark not read a headline that the city of LA is going to have a chief heat officer?
Did I not? Or somebody's talking?
Tell him to shut up. Who is it? The president? What's the breaking news? No, somebody's talking to me. And that's talking to
No,
me.
it was one of the editors talking to me, so I could not hear what you guys were saying.
Did you have a headline about a chief heat officer?
I did.
For LA.
For LA.
And what's this character supposed to do?
Well, climate change. LA is trying to prepare for heat waves, and so there is a possibility of them hiring a chief heat officer.
And this guy would order ice? Wait, what's
Air conditioning.
plugging air conditioners? What? I don't understand.
Trees. What trees?
Plant
Remember
trees.
They're working on plans to figure it out.
The canopy. You laugh, but I didn't get Miami has one.
So what does this guy do?
Miami hired a chief heat officer back in June.
Heat officer. Oh, this is great. Like the heat is gonna stop at the border?
I don't know. Well, apparently people are going to be dropping dead on the sidewalk because of climate change.
Yeah, but
They have to be ready. There's bottles of water and sand. What a scam this is. They're going to pay you close to hundreds of thousands of dollars.
heat officer. Oh,
Because it's too
Show. Oh, we gotta be on top of this one. See how much money they pay, and what kind of staff, and what are they gonna do all day? Try to blow the heat back, or to get a big gigantic fan and blow the hot air?
hate government. All they want to do is grow, make themselves bigger.
They can control the weather.
I mean, the best example of this, probably in the last 10 years, is the guy that had LAHSA, the Los Angeles Homeless Services Agency. It's a county and city agency. And when he resigned, he proudly said, well, we grew the bureaucracy. Yes, but there was more homeless people than ever. That's what I mean by why we hate government. They're just proud of getting bigger, but not solving any problems. They can't. A lot of times they can't. And certainly the city of L.A. not going to solve the climate change situation with its heat office.
Just for L.A. I'm trying to figure out, like, how are they going to stop the heat? You know, a lot of times the heat rolls into the
but it
desert.
will be about expanding the tree canopy. This will be one of their discussions. And what's that? You know, we talked about this, the cool street
Oh, yeah.
covering.
Well, plus remember the racist tree distribution in the city. Kamala Harris was talking about that a few days ago, right?
Right.
That some neighborhoods don't have enough trees, and that is because of long-standing racism.
I heard today, too, that they want to continue the slow street program. This is kind of a version of road diet, where they're excited to take over the streets for people to ride bicycles, and they want to put up more speed bumps and signs that say you have to go slower. They're still into it.
Yeah.
Because they just claim, oh, there's too many accidents, too many hit and runs, too much terrible things happening to anybody. People for a perfect world. They will stop everything.
I'm getting some text from the secret source on the recall. City clerk has City clerk has 30 days to verify.
Oh,
And the clerk thinks they can do it before the council goes to recess. Council would have to set the recall election, which could be a March or April date. LA Times thought it might be May. And then it would be a two-question ballot, separate from the primary in June.
All right, well, that's the subject of what we'll be talking about next with one of the Mike Bonin recall organizers. We'll drag out the Mike Bonin recall desk, and we'll give you the full update with the official representative next.
All right? Johnny Ken. Double bar can't do. Can you wait? Just wait.
KFI.
KOST.
Never mind. Just go ahead.
What are we waiting for?
Just go on with it.
KFI.
KOST HD2.
Los Angeles, Orange County.
Live everywhere on the Anchor Radio.
Booster, I'm Deborah Mark, live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom. Deborah is shooting down claims he had a bad reaction to his COVID-19 booster shot.
The governor says people will pause and consider misinformation on the vaccine.
This notion of vaccination misinformation is pretty well defined and documented. And it's a lot of
The governor has faced questions about why he wasn't in the public eye for about 2 weeks after getting the booster shot. The governor says he was working at the Capitol in that time frame. He said that one of the West LA medical centers to encourage people to get vaccinated. Blake Trolley, KFI News.
It appears many parents in California are choosing to get their kids vaccinated against COVID. State Health and Human Services Secretary Dr. Mark Galley says more than 110,000 kids ages 5 to 11 have received their first shot.
We are starting to see this pick up, and I'm really encouraged about what this means for our state.
But he says there is still a long way to go because there are nearly 1.6 million doses available for kids. Vaccinations for the younger group started last week. The news is brought to you by Cunning Dental. One of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's sons was pleaded guilty to repeatedly stabbing a neighbor in San Clemente. He has been sentenced to 6 months in jail and 2 years probation. That stabbing happened in June of last year in a dispute over trash cans. The LA County Mental Health Department has started an outreach program for veterans in crisis.
The department says there will be 5 rally points in the county, one for each county supervisor's district. The idea is to create a central spotting area where veterans can go for help with mental health and substance use disorders, housing assistance, healthcare access, workforce development and training, financial help, and legal services. The first of its kind program for vets and their families regardless of their service, discharge status, income, or housing status. Steve Gregory, KFI News.
A combat veteran in Orange County has made it home from a personal war against PTSD, homelessness, and alcoholism.
Zero options were waiting when Navy veteran Nick Mirage returned home in 2009.
We had our first warrant done. I was pretty heavy into the alcoholism. The night terrors had really creeped up.
Mirage is now a board member for
PG.
Families Forward, the same nonprofit that helped him move his
Crazy.
and get a job so he could focus on his well-being.
You never want to forget the things that you experience, but I think
Mirage recently bought a house, is 3 years sober, and is finishing his bachelor's degree. In Orange County, Corbin Carson, KFI.
Disney Verso, Toy Story.
Their cinematographer Helena Hutchins was accidentally shot and killed by Alec Baldwin, suing the actor for negligence. The crew member who did lighting for the movie Rush is also suing the person in charge of the prop weapons and the movie's assistant director. The teenager in Wisconsin charged with shooting 3 men at a protest, killing 2 of them, has testified at his murder trial.
I didn't do anything wrong. I defended myself.
Rittenhouse told the jury he had a rifle to protect himself last year as he helped protect businesses, but that he did not intend to kill anyone. Rittenhouse says the first man he shot had twice threatened to kill him. Lund says the man
Walt
tried to
Disney
get his
Pictures.
gun.
Movies.
Rittenhouse says he was running from a mob to get to police when the second guy hit him with a skateboard. He says the third man who was shot in the arm had pointed a gun at his head. We have a crash on the 5 in Buena Park.
Everybody can stop and go from Orange North Avenue. KFI and Sky, sponsored by Injury Attorney.
Movie.
Superwarrior.com.